semana aprendimos estos verbos que están aquí. Aprendimos dream, drink, drive, eat. Los aprendimos en todos sus tiempos, ¿no? En presente, pasado, participio pasado. Dimos unos ejemplos de estos verbos con el presente perfecto y mucho más. Así que si usted se perdió estos verbos es porque usted no está suscrito a este canal. Entonces lo primero que lo invito es que se suscriba a este canal y toque la campanita para que no se pierda todo este vocabulario semanal. Y además lo invito para que se descargue esta aplicación completica de web inglés en casa Tunja. ¿Para qué? Para que haga el curso completo desde cero y completamente gratis. En el primer comentario de este video le dejo el enlace de descarga. Pues bien, chicos, si ustedes se perdieron estos videos, haga clic arriba, ahí en ese ojito, para que aprenda qué significan. Igual a lo largo de este video van a ir apareciendo los significados para que usted le ponga mucho cuidado cuando aparezca el ojito y haga clic. ¿Listo? Bueno, en este ejercicio de listening en inglés o en este audio para mejorar el listening en inglés o la escucha en inglés, vamos a tocar estos verbos. Voy a charlar de un tema al azar y en ese tema que yo hable voy a mencionar estos verbos. La misión que usted tiene es tratar de detectar en qué momento exacto yo menciono los verbos y si es posible para usted, déjemelo en los comentarios o déjeme algún ejemplo. ¿Listo? Entonces, dicho esto, chicos, ojo, pónganle mucha atención, preparen su oído porque vamos a comenzar. Bienvenidos. Recently, I have been working a lot about creating content for YouTube. I have worked a lot creating videos every single day in this channel. Why? Because many years ago I started working on YouTube, and maybe perhaps you can't believe it, but when I started on YouTube I started making videos of video blogs, and I was creating crazy videos. Perhaps in the future I'm gonna upload those videos here in the channel, but for the moment no, because now I'm focused on creating English videos, verbs, vocabulary, and so on. But perhaps you wonder why Mr. Mendoza is creating videos all the time. Why Mr. Mendoza is making videos for YouTube every single day. The answer is because I have got a dream, because I want to become a big YouTuber. But not a YouTuber like the ones who create entertaining content and the YouTubers who create content which will disappear in the future, content which won't be searched online in the future. No, my dream is to create content that people search every single day in many years in the future. Yeah, for example, I am sure that this video of how to train the listening skill in English, this video is going to be searched in the future, in 1 year, in 1 month, tomorrow perhaps, or in 2 years. Yeah, so that is exactly what I want, to create a channel, a big channel, which has a lot of videos that are going to translate, that are going to be searched in the future, and that is actually my dream. Other dream that I have is that I want to become a person who gives conferences in public. Perhaps in a recent video or in previous videos I talked about that. I want to give conferences in the future. I want to I'm sorry guys, my son is over here and I can't close the door now because one of the things that I think is that I have to allow my kid to be with me when I'm recording these videos, because it is a way to teach him how daddy works. Okay, so I'm sorry for my kid, but that is my idea. Okay, so I was telling you that one of my dreams is to become a conferencist. It is what I want. I want to be in front of a public talking about personal growth. I want to be in front of a public speaking in English. And of course, when I am in front of the public, I am going to need to drink a lot of water because because those presentations are really hard and people have to talk a lot, perhaps for 1 or 2 hours talking alone. And when you are doing this kind of effort, you have to drink a lot of water, or you have to drink something in order to hydrate your throat. Yeah, it is a good practice. And I have to say that I am not the kind of person who drinks a lot of liquid. Yeah. And doctors say, okay, my recommendation is that you drink 3 or 4 liters of water a day. Okay, I understand it is good, and it is good for health, of course, but it is not a practice that I that I do every day. But I accept that drinking liquid is essential. It's essential, and we should do it all the time. Yeah. One practice that I do is not drinking water, but one practice that I do and that I like is driving my car. Hmm. Yes, I like driving my car. I want to tell you an experience that I had recently. It was actually last Sunday. I went to the park with my boy, with my kid, actually, with my baby. I went to the park, and I went with the car. Yeah, and in the park, sorry, in the park we bumped into some girls who had 3 dogs, and my child started playing with the dogs. And at the end, when my son finished playing with the dogs, and when everything finished, I went to my car. I just started it, and I start driving to my house. And I have to accept that drive a car is good, because perhaps it makes you feel that you are perhaps achieving your dreams. And why do I tell you this? Because when I was driving my car, there was a kind of thing on the ground that is to reduce the speed. And at that exactly point, I was driving, and at that exactly point, I bumped into one of my friends from school, and we had to brake because we were driving, and we had to brake. And that was good to look to my left, and that was my friend from school, and he was driving another car. Yeah. And I said, hey, hello, bye bye. And my friend said, hi, bye, Miguelito. He said like that because when I was in the school, people used to call me Miguelito. I can say that is the way people, or it is a kind of nickname which people use to refer to me. Yeah. And I was driving, and my friend was driving, and I felt really good, or that sensation was good. Okay. But it is talking about different practices, and there are some practices that are essential, and there are some other practices that are not essential. For example, drinking water is essential, of course. Driving a car is not essential. You can drive or you can't drive, but it is not essential. Perhaps you can go on foot, and it is good for your health, or perhaps you can drive your car. It is up to you. Another essential activity, and this is absolutely essential, and actually people say that this is the business, or the best business in the world, is the business of food. Yes, every single person in the world, every single living life being in the world has to eat. Yes, we all have to eat all the time. And I remember that on Facebook, when I posted this video, when I posted the video about it, I said this verb is used every single day of your life. Why? Because we all eat all the time. If you don't eat in the morning, you eat in the afternoon, or you eat in the evening, but you have to eat. Or perhaps here in my country we have snacks, some snacks in the middle of the journal. For example, at 9 or 10 in the morning, people used to take or to eat some snacks, and the same happens in the middle of the afternoon. That's at about 4 or half past 4 in the afternoon. Yeah, people usually eat some snacks. Here in my country, there is a product which is very well known and it is actually delicious with spicy food. With spicy, it is a empanada. And people usually eat empanada with Coca-Cola. So usually they drink Coke and they eat an empanada. Hmm? Okay, but that is actually some of the practices that people do every day. I am absolutely sure that you do it. Absolutely sure. Perhaps at this moment you are eating something, or perhaps at this moment you are drinking something, or perhaps at this moment you are driving your car. ¿Ya? ¿Usted sabe qué significa eso? Haga clic y descúbralo. No se quede sin saberlo. Así mire, tic, 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 tic. En serio, haga clic y aprendas ese verbo. Y si no, haga clic aquí y suscríbase a este canal y toque la campanita. Nos vemos. Bye bye.